Practice drifting, dude. I've learned how to drift. Like, to get really good at drifting, I can take you on my course up in the snow. That's if you learn how to drift in the snow, so when you get on asphalt, you know what to do. So trying to figure it out on asphalt takes longer versus if you just go up in the snow with a vehicle that you like to drift. You learn a lot faster by doing it in the snow because it's so slippery. So what do you think of this truck, dude? This is, yeah, look how fucking badass. Look how this thing's low to the ground, slammed and fucking wide. Big. Yeah, I remember this truck seeing it when someone else had it, like this, the circuit version, and I hadn't had it yet, and I was just like, oh my god, that's the sexiest truck in the game. Is that the 370? Or is that an Aston Martin? Looks like a 370. Oh, okay, yeah, the Alfa Romeo looks like all those too. That one's kind of squirrely. I mean, I've done a lot of driving of all these cars. The short wheelbase cars, the problem is when you start drifting with them, they come around too quick. So let me tell you my best drifters. And you know it when you get in them because they're more stable when you go into your first corner. They don't whip around so quick. The Corvette ZR1 circuit, the Scott. Oh, dude, yeah, the ZR1 though circuit. Yeah, you want the circuit because of the slicks. And then the other one, dude, is the Skyline, and I'm referring to all circuit, so rear wheel drive only, and all slicks on 4 tires, so it slides. Oh, dude, yeah, slicks. That's what I'm telling you. You learn how to fucking drift in a circuit car on ice, dude. You can drift around any fucking asphalt fucking corner once you've learned how to drift on snow. It doesn't take long once you get. So the best cars, like I'm saying, are the Corvette, the Skyline, the GT. Well, there's only one that's a Skyline. So the one Skyline. Yeah, no, yeah, the best drifters are circuit because you got slicks. So Performance has groove tires, so they grab more, so it's harder to fucking drift. So I'm gonna look at my circuit so I can tell you there's a couple more that are good drifters, so you know. Oh yeah, the Ferrari 458, dude. Oh, that's probably my dude. That's like, I think that one and the Skyline to me are the best drifters in the game. They're the most controlled. Oh, dude, it is fucking badass. You should get it. This one, dude. Look how mine looks. This is a badass. Oh, dude, because the red line on the tack is so low, you don't have to do so much shifting. And that's some of the problem with some of the other cars that aren't good drifters, is because you got to shift too much. You don't want to have to fucking shift a lot when you're in a corner. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's got a great red line and it's got so much torque, dude. So I drift on the snow pretty much on all the cars that I mentioned. The 3 or 4 that I just mentioned are the best drifters. I go into the corners in 3rd gear and I drift in 3rd, and I hit coming out of it, I'm in 4th. 3rd gear drift, yep. Max. Yeah, the problem is like I can take you up there and show you, so you can see how if you want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna be over here in the snow, sitting and waiting for you to take. Cars. You want the 458 Ferrari, dude. That's literally the best. That one and that one and the Skyline. Remember circuit version. Okay, so if you have the Skyline, you can get the circuit version of it, dude, and that's a really controlled fucking one too. Those are the two best drifters in the game, in my opinion. If I had to pick two, the Ferrari 458 and the Nissan Skyline. Those are the two best drifting cars in the game. Oh, tell me about it, dude. I got all the best cars in the game. Believe me, I know. I have them. Million dollar cars. Yeah, second gear is too low for drifting. You know what I'm saying? You don't get enough speed. Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I drift in third gear. Third gear is the drifting gear. Fourth gear is the problem with drifting in fourth gear is you're going so fucking fast that you can't have a normal, like you'll see the type of corners that are good for drifting. They're made for third gear. Fourth gear is too fucking fast. That means you're blowing off of the road and going off the course. So like I said, I go into the corner. Let's say I'm going into the corner at fourth. I downshift into third going into it. And then I fucking initiate my slide by fucking dropping the gear into third and just kind of fucking really quick fucking mashing the floor to the accelerator to get the tires to break loose. Kick the steering over. Fuck no, dude. I initiate with, because the torque, that's what I'm trying to tell you. These two fucking cars that I'm telling you about, actually three with the Corvette, they all have enough fucking torque, dude. They break traction. As soon as you bury the fucking accelerator, all you have to do is bury it real quick, and that fucking breaks the tires loose, and then you back off. And you start getting in your steer. You get your car steered sideways that you want. You don't want it in. You find out how fast you want to be going, because if you go into the corner too fast, your rear end just whips around and you just spin off the fucking road. So you find out, like I said, that's third gear. You come into the corner third gear. I drop down into third gear. I turn my wheels and start to go into the turn, and then I hurry up and bury the fucking accelerator real quick, and hear my tires starting to break loose. As soon as they break loose, I start letting off the accelerator while I'm fucking the rear end's coming around and I'm trying to control it, and then I have control of it and I bury the fucking accelerator in third gear and just peg it and fucking drift the whole fucking corner. And then when I'm coming out of the corner and I'm starting to straighten out, I shift up into fourth gear, up into the next fucking turn, and then downshift into third and go through all that. So I basically make it a 2-speed. It's third and fourth gear. Perfect drifting is in third and fourth gear. You want to pay for all your upgrades if you can. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got the perks where you can get the discount circuit cheaper. I don't know. Did you already beat the game? Oh, okay. So you don't have. Yeah, that's not bad. Well, usually little kids all they want to do is ram you. That's the first indicator that somebody's like a kid, because all they want to do is just demolition derby. Yeah, I'm not into that. I'm not into smashing people. I want to play it like real. I love the way this Ferrari looks, dude. Oh yeah. You should reboot, dude. You should close your application and come back after, because you know what I'm saying? Because you got that money, because that's what's happening. The game's lagging you because you got your money sitting there. You'll get your money, dude. So so close application and just fucking load it back up, dude, and it'll run better. Just take the time to do it. The game will be way better. I'll wait for you. Yeah, I can show you my drift loop. I've already went up here earlier today. I did it in my Skyline. I'm addicted to drifting. I fucking love drifting. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love it, dude. You know, yeah. Yeah, when you're really good at drifting, I've realized is you don't have to fucking hit e-brake, you know, a handbrake. You just fucking do it with horsepower and drop down it. You get into usually second or third gear, you'll break traction. Every powerful circuit car will break traction at third gear. Third gear is like the powerhouse. Third and fourth gear are powerhouse for all the best circuit cars. You can break traction in third gear. All you do is crank the wheel over and bury the accelerator, and the tires are gonna fucking break loose. You know what I'm saying? So once that happens, then you just surf the accelerator and your steering to stay with it. So yeah, you don't want to trying to control the handbrake it's not very consistent. You have to fucking let off at the same time every time to get used to it. And you know what I'm saying? And every car, depending on what tires, because each car has different tires, street, performance, and circuit, and dirt, they all have different tread. So they all grab asphalt and snow and water different. So that's why I always drift in circuit. Like when I'm going out to just drift, I do it in slicks. And every car is rear wheel drive. There's no all wheel drive in circuit. Love the sound of this Ferrari. Love the way it looks in the first person view. Oh yeah, I love the sound of the Ferraris. The Ferraris, the Nissan, and Chevrolets. Chevrolet engines. Actually, the Ford engines are pretty cool sounding too. Dodge is pretty cool too. They got the old school. I like the sound of the old school ones. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Okay, so you ready? Oh yeah, dude. Real torquey. I start out in third gear too, just so you know. Like in my circuit rigs, at minimum, the lowest gear I start out in is second. I usually start out in second or third gear because the torque, and so you're not shifting so much. You start out in second or third gear. Network error. Got dropped. There you are. You there? You there? Did you? Why don't you close your application? Like I said, you haven't done that yet, right? So the game's still. Okay, so you already closed the application and reloaded it back up? Okay. Okay, did you get your money? Well, that means you didn't close the application. You just quit game or exited. You didn't close the actual. Did you? Yeah. That's what I do too. I always just close application. I just hold the PS button and just close application. That's yeah. Because yeah, you disappeared and it says network error, Deadpool can't chat. So I was like, oh, he just got his internet got fucked. Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm still here waiting for you. It looks like it's gonna get dark soon though in the game. No, I don't drive in this game at night because I can't see. The fucking headlights suck in this game. So I just wait for daylight so I can see. I need to be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. I don't like crashing all the time, and you got to be able to see the corner when you're drifting. You know what I'm saying? You got to fucking be able to see ahead what's going on. Let's see, what time is it? It's 10:30 a.m. in the game, so it's just middle of the day. Moderate's the same for me. It's never better than moderate. It's always moderate for me. Yeah. Oh, somebody's getting chased by cops right behind me. This guy was getting chased by cops. So yeah, you can just fast. Yeah. I don't think we're in crew because it's not showing you up. So let me leave. Oh, there you are. There you are, but your name isn't showing up on my screen, which is weird. But okay, whatever. Are you ready? Okay, so yeah, you don't want to pass me. You want to watch what I'm doing. I can give you some pointers. So like, you can take it to fourth gear. So right here, I shift down into third. Initiate the slide. Bury the accelerator. Oh, you lagged again. Yeah, you lagged again. There you are. Now you're coming. Told you, man. This is how you learn how to drift. So I just leave it in third when it's this close. Leave it. You leave it in third gear as soon as you go into the corner. And you want to be on the inside the corner. As soon as you start to turn, you bury the accelerator once you start cranking the wheel over, and then you let off the accelerator, and then get control of it sliding sideways, and then bury the accelerator, keeping it in third. It does. It really does. And you know, once you get used to the car that you're doing, then you know what kind of speed you need to go into the corner. That's the key. once you get the key of knowing what speed to go into the corner, usually a lot of people go into the corner too fast, and then if you blow off the road, that means you're going too fast. You got to slow down next time, go a little slower. So the key is, like, I'm doing about 60 miles an hour into the corner, and then brake traction. And you want to shuffle the accelerator like wah, 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 and what that does is it helps you get traction. So you can, you know what I'm saying? You're slowing and spitting. Yeah, exactly. Wah, 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 wah. What that does is exactly what that does is it helps slow and speed up the tire spin. So if you need to fucking get traction, what you do is you let off the accelerator. Okay, here's a cop. You don't want to hit him or he'll fucking bust us. The what? Oh, all I do is to hit the brakes. I noticed if you hit brakes, so a lot of times I bumped into them and they don't even come after me. Yeah. Yeah, you came in a little bit fast. I was watching you. Yeah, you came in too fast on that corner. You want to be about 60 miles an hour going into the corner, dude, in third gear. So yeah, see, if I can see what you're doing, I can help you faster. Go ahead. And then once you start getting used to drifting, then there's another next phase to go to, and that's shifting up, knowing when to shift up into a higher gear. So once you learn how to start drifting in third gear, the next part of it is shifting into fourth gear while you're in your spin. So then what you're doing is you're downshifting third and fourth gear because it's like a brake. You're using your engine brake. Good job. I'm watching you. Yeah, you're doing a good job, dude, for new car and doing this for it seems like the first time. But notice how it breaks traction real easy in third gear. Like it's the power band, dude. Yeah, every circuit car's third gear is a fucking power fucking band, dude. It'll fucking break traction. Yeah, well, you do it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You might want to copy my settings. I've had my other friends copy my settings because it took me years to get it to where it's actually really good. If you want to, I'll pull up my settings. If you want to pull up the feed, I'll just let you copy them and look at them. So that way you can. Okay, so go ahead and. Okay, go ahead and pull. Tell me when you see my feed. Let me see. I'm live, dude. I just. Okay, so you see hardcore manual, vibration, steering sensitivity, all the way to the left. Oh, dude, yeah. It's our. That's why you're probably having a problem oversteering, is because it's too sensitive. Obviously, for me to have it all the way to the left means it's way too sensitive, super too sensitive. Yeah. The linearity is how much it's moving, like how much of an increment that the, like if you turn just a little bit, how much it notches over. You don't want it to notch over a big fucking chunk. You know what I'm saying? You want it to go over just like a little bit. That's what happens if you have it all the way to the right. So you see where my steering linearity is? It's okay. You want to match that. It's like 2 clicks. It's 2 clicks past steering sensitivity. Okay, steering speed factor. It's 1 click for the steering speed factor. No, just go from center. Center is 1 click to the right. Both the steering dead zone and speed factor are 1 click over from the middle. Okay, how fast it fucking reacts. How fast it reacts, and steering dead zone is the time at which nothing happens until it actually something does happen. So this helps with steering sensitivity, because notice the steering sensitivity is all the way to the left. You would think that you would want, like if it's buried all the way left, chances are you'd want to go even more to the left if it's all the way on that. So the steering dead zone, that's why steering dead zone is so far to the right, is because it's compensating for steering sensitivity. By giving more dead zone, what you're doing is slowing down your steering sensitivity. So steering dead zone and speed factor are both the same. Throttle linearity and brake linearity are obviously maxed all the way to the right. That means like right. Okay, cockpit camera animation, I got it like, 2 clicks before the end of the right. Touchpad sensitivity, I'm like, well, that might help some of your fucking internet problems, because all that fucking shit's balling up your internet. So yeah, I mean, I got it a little bit more to the right, so left is less. So actually, I could probably put it, I'm gonna actually go to the middle. I'm going to the middle instead of all the way to the right. Exactly, there should be less shit showing, like birds flying and fucking, raindrops and snow and shit. There should be less of it. So that should be further over left. So I'm putting it in the middle right now. Touchpad sensitivity is like 1 click to the left from the middle. So yeah. It doesn't look around with you. You have to look yourself. Here, like, let's see. If I... Okay, yeah, it does look a little bit left. It's right. That's right, it does. So, if any... Yeah, so I couldn't remember it was doing that. So I had it more to the right, but and it's still doing it, even in the middle. See? Told you, bro. Look, yeah, right? Told you, bro. I told you. I do it. All my friends playing this game, I said, dude, you guys wanted to maybe try my settings. Every single one of them was like, dude, these are the fucking settings. I was like, yeah, it only took me 7 years to figure it out. I just recently got it. Notice how easy it is, dude? Right? Just shuffle the accelerator, man. Once you initiate the slide, take a right here. Take a right. This is the loop. So this is my favoriteest loop I'm taking you on for drifting. So 3rd and 4th gear is what you want to basically just make it a 2-speed. I just hit 4th. Yeah, it teaches you though. It teaches you to keep control of your rig. So just look at it that way. It's a training. It's training. Right. Yeah, so instead of having just wide open fucking roads and balls to the walls, what it's teaching you is learning how to use your brakes and deal with traffic. Whoopsie. Yeah, like real life. So yeah, once I get into the corner and I got total control of my car, I bury the accelerator in third and just get the tires to spin and smoke. And a lot of times I like to look out the rear view mirror and see the smoke rolling off the tires. That's cool. I can hear your engine. That sounds awesome. Yo, yeah, dude, I love the Nissan. That fucking engine sounds badass. It's torquey, isn't it, dude? Yeah, you gotta learn to fucking, like, you know, you gotta, like, make sure you're ready to fucking bury the accelerator, that you're not still, like, swinging the rear end around, because what it'll do, it'll swing it more. You want to be more in the middle of your drift before you really fucking rip into it, just so you know. So if anything in the corner, I don't tap my e-brake, I just tap my normal brake. Like if I'm getting a little bit too fast, you know, I just tap my normal brake. So that helps initiate the slide too. Like if I'm coming into the corner and I'm not quite on the inside, I'll just tap my brakes and crank over. Let's say it's a left-hand corner. I'll tap my brakes and crank over to the left and then bury the accelerator. That instantly will get my rear tires to slide. God, I love the sound of this engine. Sounds like a beast. Whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, dude, when you really start getting good at drifting, I've done it many times over the years, is when you're drifting in your lane around a corner and not hitting a car or the guardrail, and you're totally fucking sideways, maxed on your fucking RPM, and you're just drifting right fucking by him, dude. And then you start getting cocky. You start looking out the left side of the fucking window when you're in a drift, or the right side, and then letting it come back while you're coming around. That's when it's getting really fucking fun and you're doing shit like that. That's when you're getting spicy with it. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to fucking show you that, bro. See if I can keep it in this lane here, drifting. Oh, just barely tap that car. Yeah, isn't this fun? Fun shit, isn't it? Dude, and you're making a lot of money drifting. It's amazing how much it racks up. Yeah, on a short corner like this one coming up to your left, you're just sliding sideways just for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That's a good drift to learn how to do, where you just kick it sideways for a little bit and then you just slide into your lane and go forward. It's good to know how to do that. Yeah, what we do is it's actually a loop, dude. So we get down here, there's a T in the road, and we just turn around and fucking go back. Well, there's two ways. We can loop back the way we just came, or it's just a complete loop. I got a loop set up, dude, where we can just keep going around in a circle. Remember, if you want to get traction and like take off in a corner, always shift up, because your tires will slow down the spin, and you'll grab it in a tall gear. If you're like going too fast in a corner, you need to gear down. You know what I'm saying? Gear down, and because that'll slow your car down, and it's like braking. It's like engine braking. Okay. The Camaro's not that really good of a drifter like the new school. The old school one, the 69, is a better drifter than the new school. Oh yeah, I love the sound of that engine. I can just fucking Chevy's engine. Yeah, dude, yeah, you find out, like I said, it took me a while to figure out what are the best drifters. That's why I was saying the Skyline, the Ferrari, and the Corvette ZR1. Those are the best drifters in the game. Yeah, the BMW circuit car, there's only one that's a circuit. It's all white. I think it's the M4. That's a good drifter too, actually. And there's some Mercedes that are actually good drifters too, circuits. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I don't like the Camaro. Actually, the Ford Mustang's actually a better drifter than the Camaro. Yeah, the Skyline is probably the best. The Skyline, if I had to narrow it down to two, the Skyline and the Ferrari 458 are the best drifters in the game. For me. I mean, as soon as you get in and go into your first corner, they're so fucking, it's the perfect wheelbase. They're just nice controlled fucking drift. Too short of a wheelbase, they fucking always spin out. Too long of a wheelbase, you're fucking banging off the guardrail and hitting other cars in the other lane, you know. Woohoo! Right? Yeah, the Skyline is a badass drifter. This is a straightaway basically here. We can go faster. Yeah, I don't know if you drive with your map up. I do, where I can see it way ahead, so you can see we're going to be coming into some drifting corners up here. Oh yeah, no, I like seeing a distance ahead, so I see shit before I come into it. Okay, so here's our drifting corner, third gear. I know, dude, right? Isn't it fun? Yeah, I love fucking drifting, dude. With my best drift cars, I can pretty much come into these corners now and almost nail it every single one now. It happens. You're just this is literally your first time, dude. You're doing great. Yeah. I used to play for fucking, like, literally, dude, I'd play for 10, 12 hours a day. I think the longest time I played continuously in this game has been 16 hours. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I run heavy equipment, but I just started working again. I'm on disability. Um, so I haven't been working for a lot of years because I got a broken back and spinal cord injury. Yeah, Chevy truck, a Chevy truck drove over me, and I basically died. And when I came back to life, I was paralyzed from the waist down. No, it took me 2.5 years to learn how to walk again. I had to like starting all over like a baby. I couldn't control, I couldn't even feel my legs. So yeah, I know what it's like to start at age 35 to learn how to walk again. It was brutal. Yeah, I was 35 when I got paralyzed. That was in '05. It's been 17 years. Yeah, I made the news in Seattle. Yeah, somebody actually. Yeah, I had people at the hospital. I went to Harborview. That I was sitting in the cafeteria eating, and somebody's like, "Hey," they're like, asked me my name, and I was like, "Yeah, that's my name." They're like, "Dude, they said you made the news, man." They said you were on the news. I'm like, holy shit. But yeah, dude, I basically got drove over by a truck. I died. I remember dying and hearing myself die. It went pitch black, and I was like in limbo. And from what I was told, because I was dead, it took 6 people. They had to round up 6 people, however long that took, to get 6 people out of their fucking cars and come over and pick up the ass end of the truck, and then I came back to life when they relieved the pressure off of me, because I got folded in half under the rear axle in the fetal position. My neck and shoulders were on the ground, and my knees were. The axle was on the back of both of my legs, shoving. I slid under the back of the cab, and on my mountain bike. And she drove over me, and I was underneath the truck and got folded underneath the rear axle, and she stopped when I was in the fetal position under the rear axle, which is, if you look under a Chevy truck, it was like a king cab 4-wheel drive, like a 95 or something. It's only like 16 inches off the ground, you know what I'm saying? 14, 16 inches from the bottom of the axle to the asphalt. I'm 6 foot, dude. So if you imagine a 6-foot guy folded in half under 16 inches, I was getting crushed to death. My knees were all the way up to my mouth. The axle was on the back of both of my legs, so my knees were all the way up on my chest. Oh, dude, it was a miracle. I mean, I've had multiple deaths like that, dude. So God's got plans for me. Yeah, I've died a few times, dude, and been where I asked to come back. I could have went into heaven or went back, so I had a choice, and each time I chose to come back to try to save more people. I'm a warrior for God. That's why it kind of goes into me. Remember me talking about being a 4 horseman, or mentioning a 4 horseman. Yeah, I'm hoping to be a 4 horseman. There's only 4 of them out of all of the people in eternity. So it's like a college. I found out, because I've given my life to try to be one. So we don't know until God picks, until the very end days. We'll know who the 4 horsemen are. So I'm hoping to be one of them. I've given my life and everything as proof. Just like Job in the Bible, I've been tested. I've lost everything, including being able to walk, my job, my family, all my personal belongings. I lost my son. I've lost friends. So, yeah, I haven't seen my son in 14 years. So I've been tested, you know, on my faith, and I'm still staying faithful. I'm not turning evil. I've heard a lot of people kill other people for shit I've already been through and things that people have done to me, but that doesn't, you know, it doesn't make it all right for me though. So I just keep trying to do the best I can, trying to save another life. I've saved a few lives in my multiple lifetimes. Yeah, I got a lot of broken bones. Oh yeah, well just in that one accident, my left leg was coming through my chest. Like I said, my knees were all the way up to my mouth. I was getting crushed to death. My legs were getting pushed through my chest. I had one breath left in my lungs, and I saved it because I knew I was going to die. I knew I couldn't yell or scream because I knew that was going to let my air out. So I waited for somebody to come over, and some lady laid on the ground and grabbed my hand when I was folding in half under this truck. And I told her with my last breath, I said, if you don't get this truck off me, I'm going to die. And then that was my last breath. After that, my left leg came through my chest. I broke 7 ribs. It takes 400 pounds to break one rib, in case you didn't know. So I broke 7 ribs because the ass end of that truck was, you know, it was like a 4,000 pound truck. All the ass. Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, it takes about 400 pounds is what it takes to break a rib. So almost all my ribs are broken twice because of what I've been through in my lifetime already. So every rib's, I think there's only a few of my ribs that aren't broken twice. So I'm pretty busted up. So my left leg came through my chest, partially collapsed my left lung and broke 7 ribs. My L1 fractured, my L2 burst in half, and my spinal cord came out of my spinal column. It's called compulsion rate. My compulsion rate was 75%. When your spinal cord rips, that means it's at 100%. Mine was at 75%. So my L2 burst in half like a donut. If you break a donut in half, that's what my L2 vertebrae did. So I had to sign my life away to a surgery where they had to pick up my spinal cord, put it back in half of the donut, which was my L2, and then put some glue on the bone and take the other broken part of the L2 and put it like connect the donut back together, and then put titanium rods in my back with two Herian rods and 6 titanium screws. So I got like $40,000 of titanium in my back. So yeah, I'm like the $1 million man. It cost $1 million, that surgery in my back. Yeah. My union paid for it. My operators and engineers union I was in at the time. So yeah, so that was, you know, I broke 7 ribs, and my L1 that's 8, and my L2 that's 9. I broke 9 bones just in that accident alone, and I got I think I got over 40. I got between 40 and 50 broken bones in my body. No, they're tinted out black. You can only, like, if we look at our own vehicles, the windows are see-through to see the guy. It isn't? Well, yeah, if you look through mine, but if you look out your own car, isn't it see-through? See? Yeah, everybody else yeah, I think what it is, so that everybody doesn't have the same looking guy in their car. You can't. So I wish there was a picture with the tinted black windows, because I love that blacked out look. Like murdered out. Okay, so left is we can take a loop to go left. and that'll take us all the way back to where we started, or there's more drifting if we kind of just turn back and go back the way we just came. So I'll let you choose. Yeah, uphill drifting is actually the best, because downhill you kind of carry more speed, so it's a little more difficult. So it's going to be uphill for a little bit, but then it's going to be downhill towards where we started. But this all right here will be a uphill drift. It happens. Yeah, so I started working again, just part-time. Yeah, I'm just running heavy equipment. I can't do any laboring now, because I can't do any labor and shit. It makes my back go out and get fucked up. Yeah, I got spinal cord pain, nerve damage. I can't stand. Oh yeah, I got nerve damage, so I got fucking all kinds of weird feelings shooting up and down my legs, like pins and needles. A lot of times I got pain like on my knees. It feels like my knees are getting crushed in a vice. My back goes out, because it's from my L2. Your L2 is like your almost your mid back, just a little bit below mid back. Upper lower back, lower mid back. That's where your L2's at. Lumbar. So it's upper lumbar. So yeah, I got pain affecting my all of my back, my shoulders, because I had to rely on my arms and shoulders to carry me. Like I use my hands to support myself a lot, because my legs want to give out. I used to. I'm not walking with one right now, so I can't walk. I can't stand up longer than about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it feels like my legs are filling up with concrete, and they fucking start to ache and hurt really bad, so I gotta sit down. Yeah, I wouldn't wish it on anybody, dude. It's given me gray hair. The pain and suffering that I have to go through beyond normal, just wear and tear and life. It's definitely aged me quicker. Yeah, I was hoping you'd see that. So these corners, usually I can drift in fourth gear, but if you'll notice when you're in fourth gear, it can get away from you because you're going a higher speed. So you got to be a little careful. Yeah, so when you whip it sideways in fourth gear, you really got to be real tentative going into it, trying not to go in with a quick whip. Come in it with a slowly breaking your rear end to slide out just a little bit. You don't want to be kinked way over and then slam over in tight turn at a high speed. What it'll cause is your rear to fly around, and you're not going to be able to come out of it. I know, right? Yeah, this is a money maker, man. Not to mention, it's teaching you how to drive your car, and it'll help with other cars too, because you're learning the basics of how to come into a corner to drift. So when you get on asphalt, the thing with asphalt is it's going to grab towards the end a lot quicker. It'll be like being on sandpaper. Notice that when you're at the end of losing your spin on the ice, it'll spin and this slowly kind of gradually start grabbing. Well, the thing with asphalt, you'll be spinning, but as soon as you let off the accelerator, literally like 1 second later, it's going to grab. It's not like the ice where it still kind of keeps sliding a little bit. It instantly grabs. So the thing with the asphalt is when you're drifting on it, as soon as you let off the accelerator and slow down the RPM of your spin, usually the tires are going to grab right away. So that's the difference. But this is the training for that. So once you learn how to drift on the ice, then what it is your drift ends quicker on the asphalt. So if you can remember that when you're drifting. Oh, you and I both next to each other? Yeah, well, it'd be just like the video they show of this game where they're actually sideways. We can actually do it. It'll be cool video, dude. But you know, you gotta know your speed. I always know my speed of what. All these corners are basically the same. You kind of notice they're all like a spaghetti noodle. Those are all. Yeah. Yeah. For drifting? Okay. No, that's all right. I was hoping to squeak by you because I was in a perfect drift, and I was like, oh fuck, I might be able to squeeze by, but I didn't. Well, the problem is you run out of speed. You can't. That's the thing with this second gear. You only spin for the first few seconds, and then as soon as it's maxed, it starts grabbing. So that's why you need to be in third gear. Third gear it's a higher gear, so you got more speed and torque. See, I downshifted I went into that corner in fourth, right in the middle of the slide. I downshifted into third because I realized I was going to get too squirrely coming out with speed. Learn to downshift in your corner if you realize you're overshooting the corner. Downshift into second or third. It's like right now I just downshifted to second because I knew I was spinning out. Cop. Yeah, the only problem is you can't get away from a cop in the ice. They'll get you every time. It's pretty rare. No, because I'll get busted too. But it's very rare to get away from a cop because they spawn right on you, as you probably know. Yeah, they just spawn right on you and they get perfect traction. So it's cheating. So yeah, I don't try to fucking hit cops. I know, I found that out because I have a few. Yeah, you can hit cars with a cop car and they don't care. They'll never chase you. Dude, I got this car in this Ferrari in the cop version, so I could drift with it as a cop car and not get pulled over. Yeah, I got a circuit version, cop car. Yep. So we're going left. Yeah, it's pretty cool and comfortable once you get used to your car and drifting. It's kind of like, you know, I know you're just kind of starting to do it with that car and get used to it, or trying to get used to it, you know, it'll take a few times, but once you get used to it, like now when I go drift, dude, like I'm pretty much 95% of the time I'm hitting every corner, you know what I'm saying? I'm nailing it because I've been doing it long enough and I know what my car's going to do. On snow or asphalt? Sure. California. I think I know where you're talking. Okay, yeah, there's a drift area. I'll show you where the best one is, dude, in the game. It's got like 7 turns. It's the most in a row. Let me find out where it is. I think it's over on the East Coast. Yep, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's the one for the drift course. Let me see. Skills. Summit. Tell me when you're there. Oh, okay, yeah, that. Yeah, and then I'll take it. Let's see where you're at. Oh, there's only a few here, dude. Wait till you see the. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'll follow you. Wait till you see the one I'm gonna show you then, because this is nothing. Like this isn't even. Yeah, no, third gear is usually what you. Second and third gear for asphalt drift. Yeah, oh, dude, yeah, the Skyline's one of the best drifters in the game. Yep. We're driving the 2 best drifters in the game, in my opinion. These are the 2 best drifters, and the Corvette ZR1. Yeah, these corners aren't tight enough. I can't really drift in these corners because they're too rounded. Yeah, no, I should be able to drift in this corner if it's like these corners are just kind of high. Well, that'll be all-wheel drive. I'll follow you in this one. These corners are. Well, yeah, these aren't. You can see these corners aren't really the best for drifting. They're not tight enough. You need a tight corner that, you know what I'm saying. You need a tighter corner where you can kink over to the right more or the left and really give the accelerator a. See now that corner right there. That's the first corner I drifted in right there. And I like to drift in third gear because that's the, I gotta have that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we run out of corners from here on the map, I can see. So let me take you to the place that now that I drift on. So let me go. Yeah. No, wait till you see this. I think this is, I'll make sure that, oh, this is actually the one for the drift. This isn't the one. There's another one. I gotta find it. Yeah, that one actually, the one I was looking at over in the East Coast, that one's actually made for the drift car because it's not real tight, even though there's like 7 or 8 really nice corners. There's another area that is more like, yeah, so that's, you know, that's why they're more rounded and elongated corners. It's made for a car that gets made to cant over with the wheels further so you can really get it into a drift. These cars aren't made for drifting that we're actually drifting with. They're circuit cars, so the wheels don't cant over as far. So let me find. Okay, this is the, here it is. This is the fucking one. Okay, it's right over here just to the left of Vegas. Okay, find me on the map and fast travel to me. So this is like what we were doing in the snow, but this is the asphalt version. Right now it looks like there's a shit ton of traffic, so hopefully it'll clear up. You know, I don't know. I've never went on Ask Google. Oh, thank you. That's good to know. So there's a 488 GTE Lego I got. So that means it's a 4.8 liter 8-cylinder then, huh? Okay, so here we go. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, usually about the tail, halfway to the tail end of the corner is a drift. Not really at the very beginning, but halfway to the last half of every corner is a drift. fuck, I just hit a cop. I'm gonna get away so I don't get busted, or so we don't get busted. This won't take long. Who's on me? Shit, I'm gonna lose him right here. There we go. There's some money for us. You made more than me. Oh, bounty. Your number's different than mine. Action points. Huh, that's weird. Oh, I know. I do too. So yeah, that kind of sucked. My bad. Sorry, I came around a corner and fucking drifted right into a cop. So let's go back to that. So. It's like the sun's getting ready to go down in the game. Right? So yeah, if you notice that compared to like these corners, if we were in the snow, you'd be drifting sooner. But because we're on asphalt, you don't start your drift till you're about halfway through the corner to the tail end. But once you learn how to do that and kick your horsepower and counter steer, you notice how quick it grabs at the tail end. Compared to the snow, right? You're seeing the difference. Yeah, the only way to kick over at the very beginning of the turn is to do a handbrake. The only problem with that is it's not consistent. You don't know how much it's going to kick you over. You know what I'm saying? It's just not consistent. You would always have to hit the handbrake exactly the same timing, and that's almost impossible. I mean, if you just... Right, well, yeah, if you just learn to just tap it, not hold it, if you just tap it, then you're being the most consistent by just tapping it. But if you're trying to hold it, then you have to hold it for the same time every time, or it's going to give a different response. Right. Right. So yeah. Yeah, because if you hold it longer, what it'll do, it's going to come around on you more. So if it's not coming around enough, then you have to do more than a tap. You have to like, oh, all right, hold it for 1 second. Then like so if you're saying like I'm going to tap it, and it's like tap, hold, let off, versus tap, So they each give a different response. Okay, these should be some good corners right here to drift. Third gear. Yeah, coming out of the corner, man, it's really like you can see the asphalt, how it's like sandpaper compared to the. You really got to know when to let off your spin, otherwise it just comes around on you. Yeah, I just got one too. Oh, I don't have all that shit telling me. I don't like it on my screen, so I got all that shit turned off. Yeah, I just hear the money going into my account. I hear like money stacking in. So that's what I hear. Yeah, it makes money sound like money bills stacking on top of each other. So that's what I hear. I hear my money being dropped into my account. Ooh, that was a good one. It's getting dark. Most people are. I don't know if it's because I don't know. I don't like not being able to see the corners, you know. Knowing that, and I got my, I don't have my brightness all the way up. Maybe everybody's got their brightness all the way up, but I don't like it being so washed out during the day, look. So yeah, so that's that, dude. Those are some pretty good corners, huh? Yeah, so that I think that's kind of like the best one, dude. Like there's a loop, you know. I think that's like the best loop. You just turn around and do that back, right? Isn't that sweet? Take this, remove waypoint. Yeah. Yeah, I don't nitrous in my drift. I've done it a few times, but it's kind of, I've always tried to just learn how to drive the car without the nitrous because it just gets away from you so much. It's so easy to just get away, you know. But if you really want to get your tire spin up instantly, yeah, all you have to do is literally tap the fucking nitrous, fucking, you know, break the traction. I got $2 million right now. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to spend it on except for perk points. I mean, I've literally got all the cars I want. And all the upgrades. I know, I would have. I've already mentioned that before. If I could gift money in this game, I would have gifted millions away to my friends. I would have bought cars for them and be like, here, this is a gift for you, dude. Here, let me go buy you $1 million car. Yeah, I'd buy you the Ferrari, dude. If I could buy you a car right now, I'd buy you this Ferrari I'm driving so you can see what it's like. It's a fucking badass motherfucker, dude, and I love the way it sounds and looks. Yeah, that's what I do, or I do any upgrades. When I had upgrades to do, I'd go to do my paint stuff, go to my shop and do, you know, it's only like 15 minutes before it's daylight. Because it's like, I don't know if you know, every 4 or 5 seconds is 1 minute in the game. So, time flies by quick. So yeah, if you got any upgrades to do for money to spend or whatever, now's the time to do it. I've done all my shit, so I usually just look around and look at my car. Exactly. That's what I said, 4 or 5. I didn't actually get a timer out, but I knew it was 4 to 5 seconds. So yeah, it's flying. Time flies by. Oh, I got $1 million I can spend, get 10 perk points. It's $100,000 for one perk point, and to get 10 of them, I could have, which I don't have any for the nitrous. The one that gives me nitrous at the beginning of an event, I don't have that one. So that's the next one I think I want to get in my perks. So that's $1 million right there. So that take $1 million away. And that way, if I do any faction races, I'm not starting with my nitrous waiting to build up. I can just start off and fucking hit nitrous like the computer all do. They all got their nitrous at the beginning and just take away from me, take off. But I've learned how to drive my car without nitrous. I hardly ever use my nitrous. Even racing against other people, dude. Because I shift, I have gears. So, you know, I like take each gear to red line. I constantly race people all the time that fucking, I can see them, the flames coming out their exhaust. That's proof that they're hitting nitrous. And I'm just fucking shifting gears and catching up with them. Without nitrous. You know, usually yeah, they're probably automatic, you know, and nitrosing, because they're not automatic, robs you of fucking RPMs. And, you know, usually I have more points than them. That's usually another big indicator. So, you know, it's not fair for me to hit my nitrous. I just fucking shift gears and catch them. That's not good. Time for... Yeah, right. Oh yeah. So that's a good place for drifting. We could count the actual drift corners, because you can tell which ones they are. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's not a drift. 8. That one's really not a drift. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. On that loop, there's 17 drift corners. There's one more other one over here that's got... It's just north of the Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. That's like, what was it? Yeah, I don't think it's 17, but this is actually, you know, like... I think that one I just showed you is the best one for most consecutive. So let's see how many corners, drift corners. 1, 2, 3. That's not really a drift corner. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not really a drift corner. 11, 12. Okay, so this one's got 12, the other one's got 17. So, yeah, the one I took you on is the best one. That's the best fucking loop. So when we get down where we are, we just turn around and go back and do it again. You know what I'm saying? That sounds pretty badass, that engine. Yeah, yeah, I got a JBL Flip 5 or 6. I forget which one it is. But my sound's not going through my JBL. It's going through my TV. My music's going through my JBL. That's... Yeah. Nice, dude. I was 19 once. That was a long time ago. I wish I could go back. Right? Yeah, knowing what I know now, dude, all I can say to you, dude, my best advice to you, if you wanted to hear some advice from me, save your money, dude. I wish I would have saved money, learned how to save money better. If you learn to save your money at a young age, dude, you will have more things in your life. 'Cause- well, yeah, well, what I'm saying is, even after you buy your car, if you still keep saving, what you're doing is you're learning to live within your means, less than your means. If you're always out of money, that means you're living, you're just barely. So you're living. That's what I did. Just to give you advice, it took me, dude. Like I'm 52 years old now. It took me all these fucking years to realize to live below my means. That's the only way you can save money. Is you gotta. Let's say you make $2,000 a month. You gotta to save money. You gotta live like, let's say, learn how to live off of 1,000 or 1,500. And if you want to save, let's say, $500 a month, you got to learn to live at $1,500. Then you can't still try to live at spending $2,000 a month. See what I'm saying? It's right. It's not possible. So that's what I did all through my 20s and my 30s and my 40s. I basically was living outside of my means. I never could save money because I didn't learn how to, like, not buy stuff that I didn't need to buy and set money aside and just learn to do without all this other frivolous shit I didn't fucking need and it got stolen from me anyway. Now I've learned how to fucking save money and live below my means of what I make. So I'm able to save money now. Yeah, me too. Me too. Be right back. Alrighty. Oh, excuse me. Complete 3 unique PvE getaway missions. View a landmark. Complete 3 unique PvE. Cheese ball ain't doing that. 110 most wanted stars. So I've done 4. Need to do 6 more. That wouldn't be hard to do. That's easy to do, actually. Just drive up next to a cop when you're blowing past him and just barely fucking tap him and keep going. I could do that pretty quick. It'd be $20,000 for 6 more times. That's if every time is the 6 times I do it, I nail every single one perfect and don't get busted on any of them because they ain't gonna count. I don't think it's gonna count. Let's see. Let's say complete. Oh, earn. So I even think if you get busted, you're still earning most wanted. So yeah, I think it'd count even if you get busted. Earn 10 most wanted stars, as it doesn't say about completed 10 most wanted stars. Meaning like, or escape. So yeah, I would say you could even get busted. I'm guessing. Yeah, this car is badass. 1,900 fucking pounds on it. See, the rear disc was red hot. I think that was pretty cool how the brakes can get red fucking glowing hot. Hello. Okay. I got my McLaren out. I want to see how it is. I forget. I think this one's a pretty good drifter too. I've tested. Let's see. 12C, 12 cylinder. I got almost 900 miles on it, so I know I like it. No. Oh yeah, that was an awesome drift. It's the McLaren 12C GT3. Yeah, it's a 12 cylinder. So it's you know, it's got 750 horsepower, 530 some feet torque at like a little over 2,000 pounds. So it's like the Ferrari I was just in, real similar. Good looking car too. I like the way it looks, the way it handles. Yeah, good drifter. It's also a good one. Oh yeah, nailed that fucking corner all the way through. Oops. Third gear, I'm just staying in third gear. Oh shit. This one I'm driving might be like the Lego that you got. What's that? Yeah, keep coming. Yeah, it's the 12C GT3. I don't remember what you said your Lego was, but that's what this one is. I love. This is a. Oh, so it might be similar because this is the GT3. So I don't know what. I mean, you'd have to look at your Lego and look at this and see if they're similar. I love the way this car looks, man. It reminds me of the Ferrari. It's real similar. But similar. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. What did you say? Because there's a couple other McLarens. Oh, okay. I don't think there's a Sienna. I don't remember a Sienna being in here. Or Senna. I don't recognize that. Yeah, I don't recognize that name in this game. There's not a lot of. Let's see, what am I in? I forgot what the fuck I'm in. Yeah, there's only a few McLarens in the game. And Senna isn't one of them. Oh, there's this one and the Formula 1 one. There's a Formula 1 one. So there's only two McLarens. I like this one better. The other one's a shorter wheelbase. It's real squirrely. But it's the only It's the only car in the game that sits actually right in the middle of the car. It's like a real race car. I mean, it's like in the center of the car where you sit. Yeah, your engine sounds awesome. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Yeah, I love the way the circuit looks, man. The Skyline circuit. Fucking badass looking car. Oh yeah, that was an awesome drift. Oh yeah, the best corners are coming up. It's what I would call a zipper. The zipper is coming up. Yeah, it looks like a zipper. Yeah, those are like, yeah, very consistent corners, all in a row. Yeah, the zipper, here we go. So yeah, you can get into a groove because all the corners are the same, so you just try to match. Once you nail one corner like perfect, then you try to replicate that in it. Oh yeah, that was a perfect one. Oh shit. Cop in the second corner, careful. Yeah, I was on the dude, I was on the guardrail going around right by him. Fuck yeah, I just hit two good corners out of this. One corner I fucked up because of the cop. And then that, shit. Damn, that was pretty fucking good. Nailed about. Yeah, yep. Yeah, the asphalt's a lot tougher to drift on than the snow. The snow is what teaches you how to get used to your car, what it's going to do when it's sideways. But the asphalt is like, it's, as soon as your tire quits spinning, dude, it literally grabs. It's like being on sandpaper. Have you seen what mine Skyline looks like? You want to see what mine looks like? Yeah, right. It's a 4 horseman, dude. This is War. War is my favoriteest one. That's who I'm actually hoping to be in the next life when I get to heaven. I'd love to ride on that red horse, flaming sword. Oh well, yeah, mine's maxed. I don't. What number is yours? What's your number? Okay, yeah, you're half of what mine is. But dude, that car. Yeah, wait till you get up into like over 1,000. Yeah, this car is so fucking awesome. It's such a controlled drift. Car. Yeah, that'd be really cool, dude. If we were able to do some practicing with each other, and we could do some fucking drifting side by side, nailing corners. We're both sideways, man. Would that look fucking cool in a video? Whoopsie. Sorry. Yeah, do it, dude. I would. Dude, you know what it took? You don't have to, dude, if you go to your garage and do your paint jobs, it's free. You don't want to go to the dealership and pay. You go to your garage and your paint jobs are all free, in case you didn't know. And dude, here's the thing that I didn't know for many years. I didn't realize. You can two-tone your fucking car, dude. I didn't realize you hit square. Right? I didn't know that for fucking years, dude. Like, I didn't realize it until one day I was like, what's this? I was like, fucking two-tone. I'm like, no fucking way. All these fucking years and I didn't do. So yeah, I literally got every car almost two-tone now. Wow, something's loading, dude. I don't know what's going on. Weird. I don't remember this ever happening like this. Yeah, yeah, they look cool blue. The game's loading for me, dude, like non-stop loading here. I don't know. I don't remember it ever really doing this, so I don't know what the hell's going on. What? Oh, white. Yeah, white looks cool. Try a two-tone with some other color. Splash of chrome or black or fucking gray or orange. Always looks cool. What the fuck? I can't even close the screen. I'm in like the repair screen, dude, and I can't fucking, it's just saying loading. Oh man, I wonder if I gotta close application. What the fuck is going on? This is weird. I've never had this happen before. Well, I'm like froze, dude. I mean, it's still loading, spinning around, but nothing's happening. Oh, really? Well, yeah, yeah, maybe. I'm just not into. Yeah, I like flames. Flowers. Oh god, that's funny. Flowers. Don't make an awesome car look terrible. That's fucking terrible to do that to a Skyline. Dude, what the fuck, man? I'm froze, dude. There are no new parts to equip. Okay, get me the fuck out of here. Can I fucking back out? Get me out of here. Dude, I gotta close application. I can't fucking believe this. It's 2:08. It's 2:08 in the morning. Maybe I should just go to bed. Fuck. You can. Yeah, I think I. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll talk at you later, bud. Good playing, Deadpool. I'll talk to you tomorrow if you're on. All right. Okay. Yeah. Just message me when you get on, bud. Good job. Yeah, you too, bud. Great job driving and drifting, man. You did a great job. Good job. You bet, bud. See you later. Be safe. Bye.